This thing is completely filthy, guys. I'm not even joking. I am not sure what happened to this tent, guys. This is the labor that it takes to clean one of these. What's up, guys? Today I'm going to take you along for a corporate event setup. This is going to involve 3 20x20s to form a larger 20x60. We're also going to be delivering 120 chairs and 12 tables. The tents themselves are going to be anchored down with water barrels. So if you guys are curious to see what that looks like, I'm going to be doing that in this video. I'm also going to show you guys exactly how much we're getting paid at the end of the video. So stick around, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them down below, okay? So I'll do a full invoice breakdown at the end so you guys can know exactly how much we're getting paid. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start loading up the truck. I do have a helper today, so you will see him popping in and out of the videos later on. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, so this truck is completely full now. If you guys can see, my helper's also got things on the back of his truck. He's got the water barrels, he's got some ladders. I have all the poles here. I have all the chairs, all the tables. The tent tops are ratchet strapped up on the top there. And then I'll show you what I have inside. So you guys can see I have all of the containers containing the individual parts to put the actual tents together, okay? So this is going to take a little bit of time to set up, maybe about 2.5 to 3 hours to complete the event, and then at the end again I'll show you what we're making, okay? Alright guys, so we are now here. I have the truck backed up to where the first tent is going to start off, and then we're going to build that way, okay? So it's a 20x60. We're going to get the tables and the chairs underneath, and then we'll be completely done. Alright guys, so we have two issues that came up. So a few months ago, this tent top was used for a festival and we set it up over some dirt, okay? So because we set it up over some dirt, there was wind that day as well, and I guess the dirt got onto the tent top, but we couldn't see it, okay? And we did a morning pickup and it dried. So now that we opened it up for the first time, this thing is completely filthy, guys. I'm not even joking. Luckily I brought a broom that I use to wash the tent tops with and the chemical, so all I need is water. Well, that is problem number 2, because the facility manager from this corporate event did not turn the water on. So we are having to communicate with them right now. We have to wait and see if they can come and get the water on, so that 1, we can fill up the water barrels, and 2, we can clean this tent top while we're here, okay? Now, it doesn't make any sense for me to go back and pick up another tent top because I'm about an hour away from where I live, okay? So we have to work this out right now. This is unexpected, and it's definitely going to add more time to the setup, which is going to cost us money when it comes to paying a helper or the time that we projected to finish. So that is what's going on right now. I'm going to show you right here. You guys can see just how bad the tent top is. I mean, it is horrible, guys. And if it comes to the point where I cannot get this off, I'm gonna have to drive back and pick up another tent top. But hopefully we don't have to do that. I have to wait and see if we can get that water turned on so that we can go ahead and start cleaning this. But we're gonna set up the other 2 tents, get those up, get the tables and chairs unloaded, and continue on. And I'll give you guys an update here in a second. Alright guys, so we went ahead and put up the other 2 tent tops. The third one you guys can see down there, that's the one I just showed you. I'm going to have to run home and pick up another tent top. I can't possibly put that up. We're going to go ahead and just finish unloading the tables and chairs, put them under these tents. That way the only thing we have left is to put up that third tent back there. Things like this happen. That is why I always recommend try and set up the day before. That way if there's any surprises, you guys can take care of them, and it's not last minute to where it can mess up the customer's event. All right, so let's go ahead and take care of that. All right, so we got super lucky. The facility manager got there, turned the water on for us, so now we'll be able to fill up those water barrels, and we're also going to be able to try and clean that tent top. I already have the other tent top with me because I already picked it up, but if we can clean that tent top, we can put it up and it can air dry overnight for tomorrow's event. And the good thing about this is we'll be able to put this tent away clean instead of putting it away dirty and having to open it up at the house and clean it then, okay? So we can just knock out 2 birds with 1 stone right now, and hopefully that's how it works out. It is Sunday. and the business is closed. So we got super lucky that he showed up today. Although it's their fault, it's okay, because we've done this event 4 times now in the last 4 years, and we're not gonna lose them or make them feel bad because they forgot to turn the water on. We'll eat this up, okay, and we'll just keep rolling with it. Let's go, guys. All right, guys, so this is Purple Power. This is what I use to wash the vinyl on the tent top. So I already put some on here. I'm scrubbing it with this broom. You guys can see that the dirt is coming up, okay? So we're gonna rinse this out. We're gonna wash the entire tent top, and then hopefully we can put it up and we can have it air dry overnight. All right, guys, so it is like a night and day difference. I'm a little winded because I was going at it with the broom and that Purple Power that you guys saw there. I took off my shoes, guys, so if you're gonna do this, make sure you're barefooted on the tent. Do not do this with shoes on so you don't damage the vinyl. What we're gonna do now is propped up 2 of the legs, that way the excess water can roll off. And then I'm gonna check and see if I missed any spots, and then once the tent is extended, I'll be able to go with another broom pass to get anything else that I've missed, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do now. But as you guys can see, night and day difference. It looks a lot better now, and we'll be able to let this dry overnight for tomorrow's event, and then we can store it away clean instead of storing it away dirty. So all right, we're gonna get this tent up, and then I'll give you guys an update in a second. All right, guys, so this is not getting any easier. We went ahead and lifted up 2 of the legs, and this is what the inside looks like. I am not sure what happened to this tent, guys. All of our tents are pearly white, and this one literally caught us by surprise. I don't know if it was because it was a humid day when we put it away and we didn't see any of this dirt, but it dried like this. So if we're able to clean it with this Purple Power, then, you know, we'll be able to use it. If this stuff does not clean off, obviously I'm going to replace the tent top and use the one that I brought from home. But obviously I would never put something like this up at a customer's event, okay? And you guys shouldn't either. So I'll show you guys the before and after of how this ends up. But this is this is not good, guys. The outside looks good now, but we're gonna have to work on the inside. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, so it's looking a lot better. You guys can see here the difference. Now it's much cleaner. You guys can see where we still have to clean. All right, so comparing that to this is night and day. So we're gonna finish off cleaning the inside, and then we'll be done here with the entire event, and I'll show you guys what the before and after looks like. Guys, we're still out here. I'm sitting down at one of the ends doing this portion, so you guys can see this is this is the labor that it takes to clean one of these. I sent out my tents to an actual tent washing facility, but when it's last minute, something like this, guys, they're not gonna be able to clean them, so I have to clean them myself. So that's why it's more beneficial for me to go ahead and do it now than to have to open this back up at home. Plus, it's Sunday, there's no one out here, my helper's helping me out, and we're almost done. Okay, so we're probably about 45 minutes into cleaning this, and we'll be done, and it'll be ready for another event after this one. So I'm a little winded, sorry about that, but this is what financial freedom is all about, guys. This is what it takes. It takes hard work. It's not easy. It's not just gonna fall in your lap. All right, so I'm gonna keep hitting this, and we're almost done, and I'll show you guys what the event looks like at the end. All right, guys, so as you can see, we're completely done. This is a 20 by 60. You have 120 chairs underneath. You have 12 tables. So this event is ready to go, okay? They did not get linens from us. They're going to decorate it for Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. So that is on them. They're going to do that. But we did have to take a little longer because we didn't have a water source to fill up the water barrels. And we also had to clean this tent top here, all right? But everything turned out great. I'll show you guys a little walk around so you guys can see exactly what it looks like. All right, guys, so as you can see here, this is the end result. Right now, there are 10 chairs per table. Normally, I only recommend 8 chairs per table because it gives you more elbow room to eat, okay? So I will recommend it that way for the customer. But this customer, we've been doing this event for the last 4 years, and they always want 10 chairs per table. So that's exactly what we're going to give them, okay? I'm going to take you back to the office, show you the invoice. I know a lot of you guys stuck around to look at that. We are going to have to pay the helper a little more. He left just a little bit ago, but we got the event taken care of, and we got our tent clean for another event. We should still come out with a good amount of profit from today's event, so that is still a good thing. We're going to be able to feed our family. We're going to keep building that financial freedom, which is exactly what we all want, okay? So I'm going to head to the office, and I'll see you in a second. All right, guys, so we're back in the office now. It's 10:06 p.m. It is May the 4th. The event is not until tomorrow, but we had to knock that setup out today, okay? I'm not feeling the greatest. You guys can probably hear it in my voice. I'm losing my energy by the second, and the only bit of energy I probably had left, I used it during the setup, which is okay. We had to get it done, and we did. So I have the invoice pulled up here for you guys, along with taxes and everything that we charged for the equipment. We made a total of $2,113 with 64 cents. All right, so after labor and paying for gas and stuff like that, we're still gonna probably profit around $1,600, which is not bad for a Sunday, all right? And this is just one event. If you guys are doing multiple events a weekend, you guys can already see how much money you can be making with event rentals, all right? So I wanted to show you this very quick. I'm gonna try and get some rest, probably take some NyQuil here in a second, but luckily we got this video recorded. If you guys have any questions, make sure to drop them down below. I'll get to them as soon as I see them. And if you guys find this video helpful, make sure to like it. That way it can reach other people that are just like us, that are trying to break that 9-to-5 cycle, okay? We're in this grind together. We're trying to build our financial freedom. We're trying to just live our life, enjoy our family, and keep moving forward. All right, so I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next video.